So the Steel Brainrot owner just announced a bunch of crazy things and leaked a bunch of new updates on accident. He didn't even mean to leak some of this stuff, and so today's video, I will be telling you guys about literally everything that this developer leaked and looking at what the new Brainrots are going to be, these new things called Fusion. I'll explain that very soon, as well as some special new mutations and events that will be coming out that will genuinely change the game forever. Just make sure to like this video and subscribe. I'll keep you guys updated on the craziest things in this game, and I make like the best Steel Brainrot videos ever. As well, I'm going to be giving away some of my pets, which I have a bunch of things, including like a secret here, the Las Vaquitas, Saturnitas, everything like that. So yeah, honestly guys, there's a ton of crazy things and it only gets crazier and crazier. And the developer Sammy leaked a bunch of new features coming to the game, a bunch of new Brainrots and everything like that. So the first image he released was basically called Some Leaks from My Update Doc. Now this is pretty crazy because it has a bunch of different pets and what they're going to be costing. And this one has the Chicleteria Bicicleta, which is a secret for 750 million and it does 3.5 million per second. There's also the La Grande Combinacion, which is 1.5 billion and does 5 million per second, as well as the Los Combinaciones, which is a secret and it is apparently a fusion pet. But there's also the Nuclearillo Dinosaurio, which is 2.5 billion and does 15 million per second, as well as the Garama and Madundung, which I believe is already in the game, which is 10 billion and does 50 million per second, as well as the craziest Brainrot in my opinion, which is the Dragon Cannelloni. Now this is a secret and it does 100 billion and does 100 million per second. I mean, that's honestly just insane. That's honestly one of the best Brainrots I've ever seen in this game. And he basically posted this image and he also said, oops, I didn't mean to leak the fusion part. I guess it's too late now. So people are wondering what the fusion thing means. A lot of people have said it's like something where you combine your pets, and that's honestly what I'm thinking too, where you can fuse multiple pets together. And that's honestly a crazy cool feature, because imagine if I was to fuse like this secret with another secret and boom, just like that, I have like a double secret kind of thing. Like that's so crazy. These fusion pets sound really interesting, and there's also a lot of value to them because they are not accessible just coming out of here. Like you probably can't get a fusion pet out of here. Fusion pets probably only come when you combine things, and those are very, very rare. And it seems like the first ever fusion pet will be the Los Combinaciones, which is going to be very, very interesting. There's also a couple more that I want to talk about. The Nuclearo Dinosaurio, which if you guys were to look at the image on screen, this is what it looks like in most of the memes. Like this is what the original image looked like. So I guess we'll kind of see how it looks like when it actually comes into the game. But overall, I think this will be a very cool pet for 2.5 billion. It'll be very rare, and 15 million per second is honestly really, really good. So overall, that's pretty great. There's also the Dragon Cannelloni, which I think is one of the craziest things they're adding to this update, because honestly guys, it's going to be pretty wild. They're adding this Dragon Cannelloni, which is probably the absolute best pet in the game. It does 100 million per second, is 100 billion to buy it. It looks like this image right here on screen right now. This is what the Dragon Cannelloni looks like, and yeah, honestly this is a pretty crazy one. I think it's going to be pretty big as well. It's going to be like probably very, very, very rare. So hopefully I can get one of these when it comes out. I hope you guys can get some, and maybe if I get one I can just give it out. I don't even know. But that isn't even it. There's so much more. He also posted and deleted an image which I was able to download, which has the spawn rates of these pets. So it says spawn rate, you know, 000 blah 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 1 on all these pets, and some of them are crazy rare. I mean, the chances of this is honestly really insane. But the fusion one is called Fusion, which is connecting to what I said, where I think it's something you can't just get out of the door. I think that's something that you actually have to fuse to multiple pets together. I think that's honestly what it is, because you know, you put the multiple Brainrots together and it turns into a fusion pet and it's extra good. Like I think that's really cool, because even though I'm not like rebirth all the way, I still think it's like a really good thing to have that, like, you know, fusion thing, because I want to be able to fuse some of my pets that I want to, like, you know, are good, but I need more space and stuff like that. So I think it's a really good feature overall, and honestly it could get pretty crazy. He also said also spawn rates are like that because it's 1 per second that spawns, so those spawn rates of like the tiny percentage is like, sounds crazy, but it's actually not that insane. He also said, okay, I'm gonna just stop using this before I leak the whole update, because he started to leak everything, which is honestly pretty crazy. But he said the last thing he was leaking is something called weather events. They will function similarly to the admin events, granting Brainrots a trait if they're affected by a weather event. If you guys have ever played Grow a Garden, you'll know how like there's like rainstorms and stuff like that just kind of happen randomly. So yeah, they're adding this random event thing that isn't an admin base. It isn't like super crazy, but it's just another simple thing that'll be added to your Brainrots. So you have like a secret come out, it's raining around, it'll get like a rain effect or something, and honestly it sounds pretty cool. It's just another way to make the Brainrots even better. So I honestly really like that a lot. So the few that they have here, they say they will trigger globally in all servers and also include new servers. If a rain event is triggered for 10 minutes and a new server starts 5 minutes, it should resume the event for the remainder of the time. If all the events happen to occur together, they will stack and occur at the same time. Whoa. Of rain. Okay, so the three are there: rain, snowfall, and starfall. Day, night, night. 25% every 3 hours, should be 2 times a day. 25% every 6 hours. 25% every 12 hours, should be 12 a.m. PST. That's so cool. Okay, so it gives people a reason to play at those times, and imagine all of these hits at the exact same time. Dude, that could be crazy. A rain, snow, starfall, what the heck? Oh my gosh, what's even crazier is they talk about the fuse machine, which gets deeper into that fusion pet that they talked about. The fuse machine is local to each player. Players will be able to pick up brain rots from their base and bring them to machine. They'll put 4 brain rots, and there will be a list of 12 possible brain rots with different rarities that they'll be received from the machine. So basically, let's say, for example, I was to take out my Tiger, my Treno Stuzo, my Espresso, and my Crocodilos. Okay, so I take each 4 of these, I take them over to wherever the fuse machine is, which I guess would be something like this, put them in, and then I have 12 possible options of what brain rots I could get from that. So I could get something insane like one of those crazy fusion pets. So I think what that fusion pet that they showed is the one called the Los Combinaciones. I believe that's the best possible one you can get, and you can only get it from fusing, and it's probably going to be super rare. But otherwise, I bet that the combination stuff will just make him into like normal secrets. And also, the final thing he says is no one knows what the concert event is yet. It'll be one song, by the way. Is this an official partnership with a real life music artist, like some like Drake or something? Who knows? Okay, there's like not much information about that. That could be crazy. Like I know they have some stuff like in Grow Garden, stuff like that. I expect that this concert event will be one of the biggest events in this game's history. I'm guessing it'll have a lot of players, especially if it's a famous artist, or even if it's just a normal like thing with this like a game built song. I'm really excited to see what it is, but overall, that's kind of it for this update. That's kind of it for these leaks he just dropped. Who knows what they're gonna do in the next update? But these fusion pets sound like they will change the game forever, bro. It's gonna help a lot with space and stuff like that, and I can't wait for Spider Sammy to add all this stuff to the game. But what's even crazier is while I was working on this video, Spider Sammy actually deleted a lot of the posts talking about the brand new things. So you guys are very, very lucky to be able to see this video with these images, because a lot of these were actually, you know, deleted. These messages were deleted even though they had like thousands of likes or thousands of reactions on them. They were still deleted, which is so crazy. So I was actually able to get them right in time before he deleted them, which honestly makes me think like how much other stuff is he gonna like announce and then delete a little bit later? Like, do you think he just sends messages randomly and deletes it a couple seconds later to see if anyone sees it or something? Like, that'd be crazy. But yeah, this new update has a ton of cool things, and I think the reason he deleted this stuff is because it's going to be way larger, or they're going to be doing a lot of changes to it before releases. Like, for example, the weather stuff or the fusion stuff, I believe that there's a big chance that they're going to make it so, for example, the fusion stuff, you know, they're a little bit different. They might be like, you know, a different system for it, and maybe like the events, like the weather events happen more common or something, so he deleted them because the stats are different. Overall, all this content that he released, all stats of the brain rots and everything, are likely very temporary. There's a chance they're going to change them because it's going to be a few days before the next update. So I'm honestly interested to see what they're going to do with all this information, with all these new pets and stuff coming out. And I wonder if the other developers are like mad that he posted all these screenshots or something, or they don't really care. I mean, he is the owner of the game, so I guess it doesn't matter that much, but there must be a reason why he did actually delete this stuff instead of leaving it up. It is very interesting to think about the odds of the pets as well. That's something a lot of people might be complaining about. Is I heard a lot of people were very, very angry that the odds of the pets coming out that were shown in that one screenshot, like 0.0000001. But the thing is, there's one every 3 seconds, so it's like there's that percent chance for this one. It's not like that per like minute or whatever, something like that. So the chances for like a rare pet is not that insane at the moment. And as well, you have things like the 4x luck or infinite luck, which could change a lot. So with all these things that they've been adding recently, like the magma mutation, the bubblegum machine, and now all these cool fusion things, I think this game's gonna be pretty crazy, and we're gonna get some insane pets coming out very, very soon. With all the weather stuff too, I think we could get some of the most insane pets in history. Like, genuinely, I'm really excited to see what comes out of this, because imagine a magma like rainstorm bubblegum, like something like that. Like, that would be so cool. A secret like that would be amazing and probably be valued at a ton of money. I mean, there's a lot more that they're adding to this game, but either way, that's gonna be it. I hope you guys have an amazing day, and take care.